Are you a breeder looking to showcase your show pigs? With a Walton Webcasting Show Pig Shoot, we are your go-to video service for capturing the full picture of your show pigs. We specialize in providing top quality video services for breeders like you. Our skilled video team comes directly to your operation. You talk the pigs, we capture the video. Whether it's baby pigs, boars, gilts, or sows, we ensure that their unique features will shine through. With the power of our website and social media, your professionally recorded videos are streamed live, allowing potential customers from all over the country to view and appreciate the quality of your show pigs. We handle the technicalities so you can focus on what you do best, raising exceptional livestock. To schedule your next show pig shoot, call Rhonda at 765-431-7367. Welcome to the ultimate show on the track. Today we celebrate our premier partners, the driving force behind the livestock industry across the nation. Get ready to witness the power of partnership as our premier partners take to the asphalt. Green light and they're off. On the track we have our first partner, Laird Premium Blend Genetics from premiumblendgenetics.com. Next up, it's Beck's Hybrids from beckshybrids.com. And here comes Showright from showright.com. Coming around, we have Brad Howe Ford from bhiford.com. And here comes First Farmers Bank and Trust from ffbt.com. And rounding out the racers, it's Kennedy Ventures from kennedyventuresok.com. On the track and in the ring, it's all about collaboration and teamwork. Join us in honoring our premier partners because together they're the driving force of the livestock industry.
It's time for Cattleman's Congress. This is a Walton Webcasting production. Livestock like you've never seen before.
Gentlemen, good morning. We'd like to welcome you to the final day here at the 6th Annual Cattlemen's Congress. This has been a show put on by cattlemen for cattlemen, and we're so happy that all of you joined us here for the 2026 show. Before we get started this morning in the OG&E Coliseum, if we could please have you all rise for the national anthem. Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, good morning and welcome to the Cattlemen's Congress. We are excited to get started here in the OG&E Coliseum. In Arena 1, we'll look to get started with the Open Santa Gertrudis show, and in Arena 2, we'll start with the Open Beefmasters. Welcoming to the ring in Arena 1, Mr. Chad Oakes, and in Arena 2, Dr. Mark Johnson.
Way to start off our Santa Gertrudis show with a pretty interesting class here at May Heifer Calves. You have all different types and kinds and different maturity patterns and different stages of the game in terms of condition. You got some issues from top to bottom, but I think the one that probably has the least amount of holes, the most correct at the ground, the one that has the most futures, the young lady's heifer that's coming in next. I won't disagree with you. She's the one that, in my opinion, fits into the category she deserves to be in as a May Heifer calf. She's a little bit green in her condition, comparison down the line. I understand that, but she is the most correct in her foot shape. She's the most correct when he asked her to get out in motion. She has the correct kind of rib shape. She's the most feminine built all the way throughout. I think that one, with just time, she has all the correct pieces to make the best one out of this entire group. So I think that's what makes her win this class. Coming in second, you got a big, stout one here. You have a huge one with a huge top, a ton of red meat, a ton of product. From her hip forward, I like this one a great deal. This one offers so much look through her front 1/3. This one offers some length of spine, some depth of body. Where we need to correct her is in her hip. She's a little bit weird there. She wants to drop those pins, get up under herself. We need to relax her there in her loin, square out her hip to make her any better. We get that done, she easily takes the blue ribbon in this class. Just a real nice built one here that's correct in terms of the way she's made at the ground. She's sound. She's good in her condition. I appreciate the way that she's still green in her condition. She's flat-shouldered. I want to elevate her a little bit of the way she comes out of the top of her shoulder. She gets a little bit more downheaded, wants to run downhill a little bit. That's what makes her sit there in that third place spot. Young lady's fourth. I wouldn't argue if you wanted to flip-flop these either way. I think the one that most closely follows the one that goes out right ahead of her is the one coming in fourth. She's good at the ground. She just doesn't have as much center rib as the one ahead of her. That's what's going to put her there. We just need to soften that one up to get her any higher. Then you got the big, high-performing one. In my opinion, just looks a little bit out of date, a little bit out of age. She's pushing way too much chest and shoulder for me as a May heifer calf, and I don't think that gets any better as time goes. But I appreciate the weight per day of age and the performance that she shows us. I just think in this category, in this stage of the game, she's showing us a little bit too much. But congratulations to that first class. We'll get moving throughout the day.
To get started with your open female show, results of Class 1, first place will go to back number 1057. That was Michaela Terry with MT Sapphire. Second place, exhibited by Connors State College Farm with Westbrook 25S9. Third place will go to Connors College. Fourth place, exhibited by Brian Brunner. And fifth place went to Connors College. We're now going to welcome in Class 2 late junior heifer calves.
Big class over here on our Santa Gertrudis side. And again, there's not a lot of consistency from top to bottom, a lot of differences in type and kind. I think the young lady in the pink shirt that we're going to lead off with, I think hers just combines the most good in terms of flexibility, in terms of freshness, in terms of youthfulness through that front 1/3. She looks like a heifer calf. She's in the right stage of the game. I'm not going to say she's just perfect the way she handles out of that front shoulder, but I think she's still the best one and the combination one that has to take the blue ribbon in this class. Young lady that's going to come in second, I think most closely follows the one that we're going to lead off with. She's a little bit moderate in her frame size. I appreciate the extra stoutness that she does have. I like a lot of things about her. I like the extra rib. I like the femininity up through her front end. She just wants to turn out a little bit on those rear two and wants to get a little bit questionable at times out of that rear hock when you ask her to go away from you. Young lady's coming in next. This one is elevated, extended, really, really pretty, really nice heifer through her front end. She's flat shouldered. She has a lot of look. I like her from her hip forward. Her hip, I want to just give her a little bit more flexibility on the rear skeleton. She just gets a little iffy, a little timid on those rear two at times. And let's see a little bit more lower stifle and rear flank in that one to move her up any higher. A big, growthy, high-performing one here in fourth. She's a little bit too far past her prime for me, carrying a little bit too much condition to be in the second class of our heifer calf drive. But I like the extra body. I like the stoutness, a feature that she has. She just gets a little plainer through her front 1/3, and she's a little iffy on that those rear pasterns. She needs to relax those down a little bit more, but I do like the performance that one does offer. Young lady's heifer coming in next. Long, skinny-necked one that you like a great deal. Good in terms of her center rib, long-bodied. She just gets a little straight-fronted for me. She wants to paddle off those front two when she's coming to you. We just need to reconstruct her there to get her any higher. Young lady in the orange vest, we just need to see more of that one, more center body, but like the length and extension. Very same holds true to this young lady's coming in next. Need to see a little bit more center body, a little bit more softness in her center 1/3, but I love the flatness of shoulder. I love the look through that front end. The next two ladies coming in next, we just need to reconstruct these from their hip back down to the ground. They just need more flexibility. They just need to square up that hip, kind of set that tail head up a little bit better in them to make them ideal. But a really big, nice class, really interesting ones on the top. Congratulations to those exhibitors.
Out of Class 2, first place went to back number 1068, exhibited by Caroline Daniel. That's Miss 777, Honey Badger 17 NET. Second place in that class, exhibited by Whitley Peoples with BSR Lady Lemon. Third place will go to Jessica Humphrey. Fourth place exhibited by Cooper Carson. Fifth place went to Jessica Humphrey. Sixth place to Connor State College. Seventh place, and congratulations, went to Brittany Wolf. Eighth place exhibited by Connors College, and ninth will also go to Connors College. Now in the ring, this is Class 3 early junior heifer calves born March of 2025.
High quality class here, and I think one that comes to the top for me pretty easily, and just the way that she's built all the way through. She's just cowy in her kind. She's a little more moderate than the two right behind her, but I'm okay with that. She's the most correct in her lower structure and her lower angles and her joint work. She's the softest in her center 1/3. Her balance is beautiful from the side. Her underline is built really, really nice. She's square out of her hip. She's got the most lower rib shape, the most upper rib shape, and she still offers the most look up in that front 1/3. Really nice way to start this class. Young man that come in next, I like the length of body in this one. I like a lot of things about this one. She just doesn't have the extras that the one right ahead of her does. I like the growth and performance. I just want to see her a little softer in that rear flank in comparison to that chest to make her ideal. Maybe just square up a little bit there from hooks to pins, but that's being nitpicky on one that I think is really, really nice. The young lady coming in third brings us another good one here. Maybe just gets a little plainer in her hip, and that hind leg wants to get up under her just a little bit. She's high. She's good in her upper rib shape. I just want to see some lower rib shape in her. The next three coming in line, similar. There just doesn't have as many things in terms of center body, in terms of substance of bone, in terms of look as the three that are going to precede them in class, but some high quality individuals. I like the moderation, the easy do in one here, and the orange shirt. I just got to fix her from hip back. She just wants to duck those pins and get up under herself, but from there forward, she's really, really nice. I just need to see a little bit more center rib, lower flank to get that one moved up any higher. A young lady does a nice job of getting that one shown. Congratulations to those exhibitors.
First place was exhibited by Pitchford Cattle with TB Honey Badger 1637 and 2ET. Second place in that class went to Trip Nichols with TN Reds Ruby. Third place exhibited by Caroline Daniel. Fourth place will go to Kelsey Pittman. Fifth place, Connors College. And sixth place to Brian Brunner. Now in ring one, this is Class 4 late senior heifer calves born February of 2025.
really fun class to sort through over here on our Gert side, and things kind of, I think, fit together pretty easily for me within this particular class. The one that we're going to lead off with, she's not going to overwhelm you in terms of foot and bone, but this one's built so good. You love to watch that one get out and go. She's so cowy in her kind. She's so square built. She's so good looking through that head, neck, and chest. She just, like I said, if we had a little bit more substance of bone, that thing would be almost ideal, because that one's really pretty cool on the move, and that's what really puts her in the top of this class. And really, this one's built similar to the one that's going to lead out ahead of her from her shoulder back. She has the right kind of flexibility in her lower skeleton and that rear hock. She's square built out of that hip. She's good in terms of her center body. She's just not as elegant about her shoulder, her chest, and her head as the one that's going to lead out in front of her, and that's what's going to put her there in second. Very good looking one here, and I like this one a great deal when we're standing still. When this one's parked, it just draws you a really nice profile, and she was very similar to the one that's going to win the class in the way that she's built up through that front 1/3. This one offers an incredible look. We got to correct her a little bit in the way she handles those rear two, give her a little bit more mobility to move that one up any higher, but that one is really, really nice. Nice heifer to have to be in third. Saying similar things about the one in fourth. Correct her a little bit in that hind leg, square her up a little bit from hooks to pins, because everything else is really, really nice. We just need to see that designed a little bit better to move her up any higher. Young lady does a great job of getting that one shown. Coming to the young lady in the orange shirt, black vest, moderate, huge bodied one here. You like that a great deal. I like the extra foot and bone that this one has under her. I just need to square her up from hooks to pins, tidy her up there a little bit in that chest to make her run with the ones right ahead of her, but I appreciate the fleshing ability that one offers. I like the shoulder set. I like the neck set that this one has in her that we're going to wind the class up with. I just need to see more of her. She gets a little bit narrow based when traveling away from you, gets a little bit iffy in terms of the way she handles herself at the ground. Just need to see more substance of foot and bone to get her any higher, but her look, her length of body is really, really nice. Congratulations to those exhibitors.
Class 4. First place exhibited by Excel Santa Gertrudis with XL's River Honor 801. Second place went to Aubrey White. Third place exhibited by Jessica Humphrey. Fourth place go to Caroline Daniel. Fifth place in that class went to Connors College. And sixth place to Michaela Terry. We'll now welcome in Class 5 over here in the Santa Gertrudis ring. These are early senior heifer calves born January of 2025. Back over in the Beefmaster ring.
I think a pretty logical class winner over here in our Gert side, and she wins this class when you get them in motion. She's the most correct on her feet and legs. She has the most flexibility in her lower ankle and that rear hock joint. She's the softest in terms of her center 1/3. She's the squarest built. She's not the most extreme in terms of her look, but just a good fundamentally built one there that's going to win this class. The one in second, I like this one on the standstill, similar to the one ahead of her. Good in terms of her body, her underline. She's square. She's flat-shouldered at the top of her shoulder. She offers a little bit more at the point of shoulder. You want to tidy her up there in her chest. And what separates those top two is when you get this one in motion, she gets a little shorter strided for me. We just need to free that one up to get her any higher. Being repetitive, same thing with the one coming in third. The extra foot and bone is impressive in this one. This one is stout and robust in her center rib and still offers a nice look. This one on the go is where we got to correct this one. Her lower joint work's not good enough for me. She has a little bit of fluid in those hocks. We just need to clean that up to make her ideal. There's a lot of cool pieces in that one. We just need to correct those things to get that one up any higher. A long extended one here just comes to us in a few different pieces. She just gets a little kind of piecey put together a little differently. I would like to just give her a little bit more forerib and flank and just kind of balance that one out because she has some neat pieces. We just need to get them all put together correctly. A little frailer made one here that I like the flexibility on her rear too, but she wants to paddle on her front end if you see her coming at you. She just needs a little bit more substance of foot and bone to make her ideal, just balance up a little bit better. And one that offers an incredible look. And on the standstill, I love the levelness of lines that the one that's going to conclude the class shows us. You just see her on those rear two walking out. She just needs to get out and go a little bit better to make her ideal. But a really, really nice class. Interesting one there on the top end.
Well, congratulations in the Santa Gertrudis ring. Results at a Class 5 before the division. First place go to Caden Mullins with XL's Candy Queen 019 ET. Second place in that class exhibited by Pitchford Cattle. Third place will also go to Pitchford Cattle. Fourth place exhibited by Kelsey Pittman. Fifth place go to Caroline Daniel. And sixth place to Brian Brunner. We're now going to welcome in those first and seconds. We'll select a champion reserve heifer calves.
here in our first division of our Santa Gertrudis side, and we had some big classes to sort through, and I think they came together pretty logically, in my opinion. And we get our class winners out here, and I think that they do kind of match up. A couple of them match up really, really well. I will say there are differences in type and kind all the way through this lineup, but you just kind of got to sort the top quality of each class to get them and bring them back out here. We'll kind of briefly highlight a few things about each one. The young lady that won the first class did so because she was the most appropriate in terms of her age. She was a little bit greener in that class, but she was the most correctly built one, and that one just has a world of future. Out here, obviously gives up some performance, some weight per day of age to the ones going behind her, as it should be, but a nice one there to win that first class. Young lady in the pink there that wins class 2, good built one, won that one because she was just a little bit more functional than the ones that came behind her. You know, you get her out here, is she as soft in her center 1/3? She's probably not. Does she balance up exactly right? No, but I think that's a really, really nice heifer. I think that one will be fun for that young lady going down the road. We talked this one here, a little bit more moderate version than one that we've seen, but she's good in her center body. She's good in her underline. She's square built. She gets out and she flexes really, really nice. I don't know if there's a wow factor about that one, but that's a real, real good heifer right there. The next one comes line. That one gives you a ton of look. That one gives you a ton of growth. That one gives you some body. That one gives you cow power. We talked and we picked on her a little bit. Is there enough foot and bone for you? If there is, that one right there is pretty dadgum good. A young man that's going to have our last class winner. That one's built good. She was the most functional, the most correct in her lower skeleton. That's what got her to the top of that class. Does she have the look and the presence that some of them ahead of her? No, but that's a nice built female, and congratulations to him. I think it comes down to a couple of them out here. It's going to come down to the first places, so we'll keep our seconds back there. But the young lady right there with our 4th class winner is going to be champion young man right in front of her is going to be reserved. Congratulations to those 2 exhibitors.
Champion heifer calf coming out of class 4, exhibited by Excel Santa Gertrudis with XL's River Honor 801. Reserve champion exhibited by Pitchford Cattle with TB Honey Badger 1637 and 2ET.
one that wins this duo pretty handedly in just terms of extra body, substance of foot and bone, and extra look. I think that this is a nice, high-quality individual. There are a few things I would pick on her about. And watch her come to you. She wants to paddle off that front end a great deal, and maybe a little bit of swelling there in that rear hock. But I think that one's just square built, good, nice-bodied, level line kind of a heifer. We just need to correct a couple of those things about her to make her ideal. Really nice heifer here. Just doesn't have the extras of the one that's going to precede her in class. Just doesn't have the center body, but she still has a nice look in her front 1/3. Maybe give her a little bit more foot and bone and just soften her up to make her run with the one right ahead of her. Two nice heifers, nice class winner.
Gertrudis ring results out of Class 8. First place exhibited by Excel Santa Gertrudis with XL Celine 020 ET. Second place in that class will go to Aubrey White with XL's Amazing Merit 805 ET. Well, now welcoming Class 10 late summer yearling heifers born July to August of 2024.
we kind of got a little interesting here in our Santa Gertrudis side. There was some top-end heifers in every class, and I think they took themselves to the top pretty easily. This gets a little more challenging with these three because we have differences in type and kind. All of them have a couple of things you want to tweak on them, and so that this is the one that I land on that I think has the least amount of holes. Is the young lady that we're going to start with here. She's the most correct when you ask her to get out and move. She's the best in her hock. She's the best in her rear passer and the way that her foot hits the ground. I'm not going to say she's the softest in terms of her center 1/3. That's going to go to the one that's right behind her and maybe square up a little bit. But I like this one at the ground better than the two behind her. That's what's going to have her win this class. I like the elevation, the look that she does give you when she wants to be a show heifer and not fight the young lady. This one offers a really, really nice look. Young man's heifer here in second. On the standstill, this one's really good. This one balances up beautifully. This one's level. This is the stouter one of the trio. I like that about her. When you get this one in motion, she does not have enough flex out of that rear hock. We need to see her get out and go. She wants to drag those two a little bit and kick up some shavings on the move. That's the thing we got to fix about her because everything else is real, real nice. Two high-quality individuals in this class. Stopped and looking at this one here. This one is super cool. This one balances up beautifully. I love the levelness of lines. I love the extra power she has out of her hip. She doesn't have enough lower structure for me. I need to see a little bit more foot and bone under this one, and she gets a little uneasy on those rear two. She wants to handle her ankles just a little bit strange when you ask her to walk, and you get behind her and want her to walk. She kind of just handles them and lays them out, wants to roll them out a little bit. And her udder quality, I question a little bit when you get this one in production. She's a little longer teated and a little unbalanced in terms of the way that udder's made. Really nice trio of females, interesting way to
ring results out of Class 10, first place exhibited by back number 1096. That was Rayana Villanueva with XL's Linea Dream 390 ET. Second place will go to Pitchford Cattle, and third place went to Keaton Bush.
that balances up really nicely. She's moderate, she's easy flesh, and it looks like she's going to shake down a nice udder in production. Get her out and go, and she moves pretty well. Get behind her, you're not disappointed in terms of her muscle shape. She's a little rounder in the way she's built, maybe a little pushing a little bit more at the point of her shoulder, but she handles it well. That's a really, really nice class winner. Young lady coming in second, really nice one. Love the levelness of spine in this one. Love the flatness of shoulder. Love the up-headed look. She just doesn't have the extra body and extra substance of bone as the one that's going to go out right ahead of her, but a nice heifer there to be second. Very well shown. Congratulations to that young lady. Another good division over here in our Gert side, and fewer numbers within this division, but extreme quality all the way throughout the classes. And the one that wins our first class that's circling around and pulling into place, there's some really cool things about this one. How level she is down her top, how square she is from hooks to pin, how soft she is in her center body, how elevated she is